again, and welcome. Welcome back to the limitless room of bone babies that has now become legendary. Just before the fog gate here to Gravelord Nito's boss arena, which we were having a bit of trouble with last time. Or rather, we were just getting a peek at last time. We haven't even begun to have trouble with it yet. I'm sure we will. So I am still just past the pinwheel room here. I'm wondering at this point, I have 3 Estus. I'm wondering if we should just go for it. No humanity active. So we still can't summon anyone, but let me take one more look in here. And refresh my memory on what we're faced with. Good morning, welcome back. So once again, this fall damage is just going to savage me. Let's do it. Oh yeah, we know. We know all about what's coming. I do have some of these fireballs. I don't really know if he's susceptible to fire or not. It seems possible. Sort of hold these guys off until he gets close enough here. I heard the screaming. I began to dodge. Did nothing for me, really. Yikes. Keep trying to get off one of those fireballs, but maybe I should just stop it at this point. Taking a very large amount of damage. I wonder if he actually is susceptible to fire. But he has so much health, it's really not important either way. Let's get out of that camera angle. I was hoping to dodge, but the other skeleton stunned me. That is really going to be the continued problem of this, unless he gets rid of the skeletons on my behalf. With one of those, perhaps. Ah, but it has quite the reach. Yikes. Where is the safe in the casino penthouse? It is in your office, which is like behind the kitchen. So it's in the main middle area, effectively. There's a little kitchen with sinks. And there's a door directly to the left of the kitchen, perhaps. If that's what you were asking. Okay, so we're back at the bonfire. We have refreshed our memory about who we're facing. I still have a flame ember. I'm gonna need to... That must be like the giant blacksmith? I need to swing back there and make sure he has that. But what I'm looking for is humanity. There we go. I couldn't remember myself. Let's try one of these. We'll risk a bit of humanity in the hopes that we can find someone, an NPC or something along the way to summon. Is my hope. A little jolly cooperation against Gravelord Nito. Welcome back. from walking the dog in what I imagine is the icy, icy cold. And I hope you soon begin to feel your hands and face again. Okay, so I have not seen any kind of around the bonfire. Usually that's a good bet. People tend to gather at the nearest bonfire. But I'm not seeing anything here. So maybe it would be before the fog door. We would have better luck. But that means we need to go fight all of the pinwheel guys again. How come I haven't kindled the bonfire? I don't know. I have no good question, or no good answer to that, rather. It's something I tend not to do, for whatever reason. But I sure would appreciate the extra Estus. I'm just hoarding... I'm hoarding my, unlimited humanity at this point. Seems like it would be another good spot for a, summon sign. And then what I have forgotten, what I was about to walk into completely unprepared and naive, like a tiny newborn piglet, was that that dark spirit is going to invade us once more. That is something I forgot about. Okay, let's deal with that. Let's deal with the dark spirit of healing. And then maybe we could even go back to the bonfire, because I'm going to need all the Estus and spells I have. That went a little better. Got a giant club and what appears to be a holy shield of some sort. I wonder if that would have any effect against the boss himself. So I am completely out of spells. I'm tempted to continue on regardless. Because maybe I don't need that fireball spell against Nito if I can get someone summoned with me, but maybe this is a horrible idea, and I should have everything at my disposal regardless. Let's continue on just a bit, in search of summon signs, and we'll decide if this is foolish. Yes, I've just decided. It's incredibly foolish. Walked right into that. Quite literally. Okay, more pinwheels. Nothing for it. Nothing for it but to floor it. Oh, jeez. Okay. I found myself a nice little dense grouping of bone babies there and laid my life down. That did not go well. Let's do it again. So we do have our full spell now. We do have one humanity, and there is one more humanity in my soul pile if I can grab it. So what I'm wondering is if it would help me at all to, instead of having the fireball equipped, to go back to the Chaos Storm. Which does help in certain situations, but just takes forever to cast. Its casting time leaves you open to anything and everything the enemies may want to do to you, including a quick peck on the cheek. You're fully exposed. So I'll stick with Fireball for now, just because it's a tiny bit faster. And hello and welcome to Bone Babies. Yes. We are back in the Bone Baby broth. trying to get past it, really. Did I? I did not. I used the humanity, as I'm sure you all are screaming at your televisions now. I've used the humanity, but I have not reversed my hollowing. What a fool. What a mad fool. Well, just slip on past. No big deal. Alright, and reverse. I tend to forget things all the time, regardless. I'm just a forgetful person, it seems. So we should not be invaded this time, is my hope. We should keep our spells. We shall not stand still in the middle of 20 or so small baby skeletons. These are all my plans. And I will try not to get shot in the face this time. It's another one of my plans. And oh, I'd just love to retrieve my soul pile, also. It's not too much trouble. That'd be great. Okay. No babies. No babies, thank you much. There are so many of them. And so many different angles of attack. I'll take it. Okay, time for a sip of that for sure. Stop it. Stop it, Johnny Storm. Nobody cares for this. Alright. So once again, I'm desperately hoping that a summon sign will show up, and not seeing one. Just not seeing one. Smooth-faced and human, I wait for my true love. Like the backside of a freshly shaven hamster, I wait for my true love. So there's absolutely no point in fighting him human without a summon. That is completely meaningless. However, that means we can't really progress or try anything until someone happens to come along. So boo. Boo, I say. Pardon me for one moment. Oh, Gesundheit. Ahem. Merry Gesundheit to me. Okay. Sure. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Him. If only I could talk correctly. Stop it, nose. So it is, I think, possible for summon signs to appear randomly if it's like a player, an actual human player summon sign. You can put those in many different places. I could even put one... Oh, excuse me. I could even put one down and see if someone else needed help, and I don't think it would cost me anything. Like, even my humanity would be fine, because I would be in someone else's reality or world or whatever. So I'm kind of hoping that that will happen. For NPC signs, they tend to put them sort of out of the way. But I don't see any in this whole area. So who knows? Let me briefly go find a tissue here. I'll be right back. Okay, so sorry. Hopefully my passages are clear now. Goodness. Goodness, those passages. So I'm tempted to just leave one of these, see if someone else is in the same position I am, and just double check if it actually costs me anything. I don't think it would. Including humanity is my hope. Until someone spots it, we can just harvest bone babies, I suppose. For humanity. Tendency to sneak up on you. Peter, do you have your warm sun on and nearby? Aha, yes, the small heater. I do. It's not on. It is nearby. Judging by the fact that I cannot feel my toes, it is on. It is not on, but nearby. Now I've sent confusing messages. There they are. It must be that you have to be splashing around to activate them or something. Maybe every moment you're in the water is stealing the dirt from your boots and creating bone babies from your detritus. So these are all of my children, maybe. I don't know. Just making bone babies in the gravy down here. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, anytime now. Maybe everyone has moved on to Dark Souls 3, and I'm the only one back here. I don't know. Curious. Ah, okay. Fair enough. Curious if anyone has left one past here, but I don't think I'll be able to come back. Yes, I will not be able to come back. And no one seems to have left one past here. But oh well. So yeah, this is rough. I guess we're really just going to waste another humanity at this point. I'm on Xbox One currently. So yeah, I don't know if any help is coming. We could give it another shot. All by our lonesome. I imagine my soul pile is down in there somewhere. Can I still put mine in here? There's a question. No. So past the fog wall is a no-go zone. I have officially trapped myself with no hope of rescue. Fair enough. I suppose. That was also a bit of a waste of an Estus. Oh, and an immediate scream maneuver. Okay. And again. Jeez. That was an unlucky start. About as bad as it can go, really. Gosh, these guys. I think if I had a divine weapon, I could likely take them out regardless. They're just gonna keep getting me. Here we go. That, I think, actually takes them out. Ow, come on. Yikes. I really don't want to anger the giant skeletons on the other end of the room. That's what I'm trying to avoid, and I could have sworn after he does that big area of effect maneuver, whatever that is, I thought it killed all of the skeletons permanently. But apparently not. Come on now. Oh, I should be further away. Yikes. Okay. Sure. Sure. Ah, I thought I would have gotten past that. I'm out of chaos. Okay, sure. Yep. Understood. Okay, this is really close. I really need to take a sip of Estus. And he's going again. Great. Now we got giant skeletons. Okay. Don't you grab me. Don't you go grabbing. And the giant skeletons have arrived. If I had one more Chaos Fireball, I can't tell you how happy I would be right now. Gosh, the constant barrage of skeletons. This is insane. I need him to do another one of those area of effect things, but I don't think he's listening to me. Ah, come on. is so unfortunate. The tiny, tiny 2 hits, I believe, of health he had left. Oh, that makes me sad. And we're back. All the way back. So at the very least, what that has proved to me is that this is potentially possible. We were so very close. If we could just get another tiny sliver of health. No. Humanity. Yeah, I really should be going the other way. Up in the cyclical menu would be just fine. Okay, once more, reverse hollowing. I don't know if I got my pile. I may have. I really have no memory. When you're in the boss arena, you have no memory of what happens. That'd be crazy. You're trying to survive. So that Chaos Fireball really did help quite a bit. I think I should probably keep it. I should probably use it more wisely. Is there anything else I can do to weight this in my favor? Like, at this point, I don't necessarily need the helmet, the maggot helmet. I kind of know where I'm going. It is helping me with this early navigation, but I'm not sure if a heavier helmet would be helping here. In that same vein, I'm not sure, with all of these skeleton attacks, if, Exhibit A, if I need to repair at this point. Gosh. Or I could just die to one of those guys right here and be done with it. That's also an option. Let's try that again. I have no souls to be able to repair. I never use these that I'm always picking up. $200. Sunlight maggot is what I'm worried about, and I need significantly more for that. This is probably way too many, but it's fine. There we go. Before my maggot helmet breaks. And I am human. All right. Very, very close to wasting my my humanity on that first guy there. Boy, would I have been embarrassed. By Grabsar's hammer, I will be avenged. By the sons of Warvan, even. So the only summon sign, NPC summon sign I know of is way back in the catacombs. I don't think I've ever found one here, even during my original playthrough years ago. I don't recall there ever being one surrounding Gravelord Nito. I never had any help. I've just been optimistic this time through that I may have missed it last time. Come on, camera. Work with me. Okay, how about you? Humanity! Ah, it disappeared. I saw humanity so briefly. Ah. Did next to nothing. Barely even stunned one of them. For all my flailing. Okay, so I cannot go past the fog wall. I must hope for salvation here. Or outside. That's me, the Pied Piper of babies. No, he's gotten angry. All right. That's enough bird watching. Undead ahead. Well, what a helpful message. So I could once again go in solo. I'm not sure exactly why I even reversed my hollowing at this point. Because I've lost hope. Knight Salar has abandoned me, it seems. Fickle. Quite fickle. So we could just jump in. There's my little pile. Ah, I even hit that ledge this time in the hopes that it would save me a bit of health, but no. So at least he's not starting this round with a double scream. Yet. Still has time, I'm sure. There it is. Like, I don't even know if there's a way to dodge it. Now, come on, skeletons. Come on, kids, let's fight these skeleton monsters. And they got me. Man, I wish that kept him down. The only thing I can even think that may help me here is if I had a divine weapon, something with a divine enchantment. I could kill the skeletons and they would stay dead. But then I'd effectively just have to switch back to a better weapon to fight the Gravelord himself, is my thought. So I don't think I will go for humanity this time. Unless I can find some secret store of mercenaries locked away somewhere. What I'm wondering is if at this point we should back out, use the warp function to back out to enchant anything. For example, that giant blacksmith. We have a new ember we could deliver there. And it does seem like he's taking a lot of fire damage, both from my fireball and from the actual hits. I would say that's, at the very least, he's not resistant. He may, in fact, be weak to fire. So I am tempted. It's also been a long time since I've got any demon titanite, which I believe is what upgrades this spider leg. And there's a couple of titanite demons I have been avoiding for exactly that purpose. So we do have options. We will have to come back down into the darkness no matter what we do, regrettably. And we were just, so very close to taking him out, is what makes me not want to warp away. We don't technically need any more lead-up time, since we did almost kill him. We just really have to get lucky. So let me try it once more without any humanity on the line, before I make any rash decisions. Here's option A. Someone is asking in the chat what a summoning sign looks like. It effectively looks like this, but it's a bit more yellow rather than white, I think. Or maybe it just looks like that. That's effectively what it looks like. We go Scottish then. Someone has spent their num-nums, I see. Now the only question is, do you want Lexi or do you want an older dwarf? You have options. Most people, when faced with this decision, go for an older dwarf. But that's more of a romantic decision, I think. Feel protected. Oh, jeez. Okay. Down in Estes. Sure is a dramatic death they've got for themselves. Way to go, guys. There was one in this room because I had placed one. Did you see one in another room? Or was it like right here? I have not seen one beyond my own. But I'm certainly open to the possibility. Someone in the chat is saying that there was a summon sign here, but I am no longer human at this point, so it's definitely not going to show up now, regrettably. go again. The fact that you just enter the arena on a downward note is regrettable. No. Ah, come on, camera. Really don't want to activate the skeletons, but I can't get much further than that. Ah. So now we have giants much, much earlier in the fight. That's not going to help me at all. And there he goes again. Ah, let me out. Let me out, you madman. These skeletons, I tell ya. These skeletons. Disappointing. Really? His little cloak sometimes keeps me from hitting him, like it's a distance shield. So yeah, at this point, the skeletons are a much bigger problem than he is. As sad as that is to say. He's not a big deal at all. If I could get a divine weapon to take out these skeletons, I think we'd be in much better shape. Oh well, it's worth a last-minute shot. Slay the babies! This makes you feel uncomfortable to type. I'm so sorry. It's a rather awkward situation for all of us. So, once again, very, very close. Totally doable. Gosh, those it's just like a nightmare. It's not even like a combat issue. It's just a sensory overload at that point. They're coming from every angle, every side, constantly respawning. It's ridiculous. So if I had a divine, I would be so happy. I don't think I have a single thing that would work. Really. Silver Knight Spear, I believe, has a divine enchantment. I don't know about the sword. I don't know about the sword. Hilariously, I think an occult club is like the next step up from a divine club. You have to make something divine before you can make it a cult. So if I could, like... And I just found that occult club on a mimic, I think. So I'm wondering if I could even... I can't think of the word. Like, revert that upgrade to make a divine weapon. Maybe the easiest. Guy's wearing the whole Lautrec set. Makes me want to kill him pretty instantly. Okay, so I'm really not sure what we should try at this point. We can keep throwing old meat body against the Gravelord. Eventually, I'm sure he will fall. We could take a brief variety break just to give your eyes something different and head back to, like, on Orlando and deliver some embers. An ember. I can't even remember where the divine guy would be. It may just be Andre who can do divine enchantments. Let's briefly jump back to the Undead Parish. We'll figure this out. It is very nice to know that we are on the precipice of being able to pass one of the 4 Lord Souls of the game. It is really quite an accomplishment. I think even though I've warped, as long as I don't sink to a bonfire, I could technically die and get right back there.
You seem to be doing all right. Need anything forged?
So he did not take the flame ember. It must be the giant blacksmith that does it. He can do normal and divine, yes. So Andre here in the Undead Parish is the divine smith. How lovely. And that's the divine club I could be using. So that is definitely an option. That would be probably the easiest way to get a divine weapon. I would just have to end the skeletons with a club, which could be difficult, or it could be just fine. And then they would not come back at all for the rest of the fight, is my hope. So I just need 200 souls. That's fair enough. Should we kill bushes, or should we kill swordsmen? Let's go bushes. You know how I feel about bushes. This'll be worth a try. Okay, I'm allowed to use the club, but I have to say bonk every time. Understood. It is an agreement. So that's 200, but I'm greedy. You know me. Greedy for bushes. And these guys take more than one hit. Okay. Understood. Message received. That should be plenty. And some moss for the road. Alright. I suppose I could be running, you know. Really anything to reduce the monotony that you've experienced here. Guys broke a huge hole in the wall. That kind of makes me think that the Titanite demon we fought in here earlier crashed through that wall at some point. That's how he got in here, like he was a meteorite? Is that possible? I've never caught on to that before. He also could have just jumped through the wall, I suppose. But I seem to remember in the opening cutscene there were like these flaming comet things coming down. I wonder if those are actually the Titanite demons.
You seem to be doing all right. Need any...
I'm sure I'm overthinking it. So I need to modify, I need to revert. Cult Club. Materials will be lost. I hope that's fine. I don't really intend on using it either way, so yeah. Okay, we got a Divine Club. All it takes is one white Titanite chunk to reinforce it, so that'd be fine. And that's probably about all I can do for now. Let me check that I do not have enough Demon Titanite. Yes, I do not. But one more and 5,000 souls would help me significantly. So I do believe I can die now. I hope I can die. I guess I can just jump off down here. And let's see what happens. We have a right to fight tight tonight, demons. Let's go this way even. Even more dramatic plunge. Huzzah! Yay. So glad that worked. So we're back at the Tomb of the Giants. No harm done. 200 souls lost. I'm sure they were the souls of people that don't need to be remembered. Is that harsh? Is that harsh of me to say? I'm just trying to make myself feel better about my innumerable loss. So I suppose at any point I can switch to the bonking club here. Let me get down here first. Great club of bonking. Bonk. Alright, we're ready to go. Okay, let me think ahead though. Because this could be a real serious problem. I need to be able to switch to a weapon that can then fight the Gravelord more quickly than this is going to allow. I wonder if I should actually give up my shield in favor of the club. Let me actually try that. I'm not sure if you can swing with your offhand. That may be fine. I really just need to hit them once as they die. This is a weird one. We're gonna have to experiment a little. We're making our way down to Gravelord Nito, but we gotta fight some towers first. It is my personal belief that the Gravelord is Nito, but I don't want to tell him to his face. Because our relationship can't handle it yet. He's not ready for love. But I still think he's Nito. Oh, thanks, Skull. You saved my life there. I appreciate it. Excuse me. Him. That was close. Alright, we'll go down there. No problem. See you later, babies. You be good now. You be good babies. Alright. Let's see if the bonking plan works. Let's try bonking. Let's experiment with bonking with each other. So I still have my normal things equipped on this side. Regrettably, it needs to be the killing blow, I think, is the hard part, and they take 3. Okay. I tried. There. So he should be bonked. He should be permanently bonked. Darn it. And I was too late. Or too early. So that is really troublesome. 3 hits. And I can't, like, hit them with my normal weapon, because that's a 1-hit kill. So I have to get 3 hits on each of them. With a left-handed weapon. In order for them to die. Okay. It's a tall order. It is not a short order. Let's give one more attempt, and then we're coming up on an hour here. If we fail once more, we will come back to it after some more coffee. But I appreciate you bearing with me through the experimentation here. Going through one of those experimentation phases. These skeletons are about to make a withdrawal from the first national bonk. I'm so proud of you. That's my favorite thing ever. Sure am getting tired of fighting these guys. This is the real downside of this boss battle. In addition to the fall damage and the rest of it. The entire battle. And the surrounding circumstances. What a shame. So a little something something for Daddy down here. I'll take that. Thank you, babies. Ah, Mask of the Mother. I think that means I have all 3 now, which is a nice little accomplishment. There's a feather in my cap, and no mistake. At some point, I suppose I need to add Bowerstone Market to the list. Visit Bowerstone Market for 500 num-nums. So I lost more health that time than I should have. And the fall damage is only going to take more. Let's do it. And he screamed immediately. Great. I was trying to use an Estus, and he immediately screamed. Okay. 61 minutes of torture. I think we can call that good for now. We will definitely get him. It's only a matter of time. We almost did, here and now. And that's completely unaided, without summons, etc. So I'm sure we'll figure out a way. So sorry not to have more forward progress and Lord Soul retrieval involved in this session. But next time, I do hope. Thank you for coming with me. I will meet you back here in the darkness next time. I may be switching to another game here if we have a bit more time to spend together. But I will have to see. I'll get some coffee in me first. Hopefully I will see you again soon here. My apologies to be so erratic. And bye for now.